there! Welcome back to my channel where I read, review, and inspire. If it is your first time here, please remember to subscribe. Today's book is Atomic Habits by James Clear, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. I will be looking at the 4 laws behind creating good habits and eliminating bad ones. If you'd like to learn more, continue watching. What are habits? Habits are behaviors that you do repeatedly that requires no thinking. They are programmed in your subconscious mind and are automatic behaviors. Habits matter for 2 reasons. They get you results and they help you change your identity. The most important thing that you could do for yourself is form good habits, because your habits determines your identity. To change your habits, you have to start by changing who you are. You have to think of yourself as being that person already in the habit of doing the thing that will take you to where you want to be. So, if you don't like to read, but you really want to develop the habit of reading, then you must start believing that you are a reader and claim that inwardly and outwardly. You should no longer say you don't like to read. See yourself as who you want to be. Now you say, I love to read. I am always reading. With that new identity, you will find yourself reading more regularly because you have reprogrammed your subconscious mind. And because your mind does not know the difference between the truth and the lie, it accepts your programming. And know you are what you believe you are. James Clear wrote, the more you repeat a behavior, the more you reinforce the identity, and that every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. And now we'll discuss the 4 laws. The first law of habit formation is to make it obvious. Create a cue. You can do this by finding creative ways to remind yourself to do what you need to do. If you want to start eating more fruits, then put your fruit basket in sight, where the fruits will be visible at all times. You can also create an implementation intention. This just means that you say you're going to do a particular thing at a particular time and place. You could say something like, on Mondays at 5 p.m., I will walk to MLK Boulevard and back. Make it specific. The more specific it is, the easier it is to do. If your intention is vague, it is very likely that you will not take action. You can also stack your habits by linking a new habit to an old one. The second law is make it attractive. Make it irresistible, like a craving. You make a habit attractive by linking it to something that you already do and enjoy doing. This is called temptation bundling. The new behavior will become very appealing because you want to do the other thing that you want to do. James Clear wrote that we need to make our habits attractive because it is the expectation of a rewarding experience that motivates us to act in the first place, and that you are more likely to find a behavior attractive if you get to do one of your favorite things at the same time. And the third law is to make it easy, like a natural response. The way to make a habit easy is to create a path of least resistance by priming. Priming simply means preparing. If you want to eat healthier, cut up some fruits and vegetables and put them in containers well in advance. So when you become hungry or you want to eat, you have healthy, ready-to-eat options. Or if you want to read more, select a book and put it on your pillow when you're making your bed. So it's visible and easy to do. Don't spend all your time planning and strategizing. This is just motion, not action. Clear wrote that you don't need to map out every feature of your new habit. You just need to practice it. You need to do it repeatedly until the habit is formed. Each time you repeat an action, you activate a part of the brain that is associated with that habit. That is why it becomes easier with more reps. You can start out by spending only 2 minutes on a behavior until it has become a habit, and then you extend the time from repetition to automation. You can automate your habits by creating a system or a schedule. The system doesn't need to be complicated. It can be as simple as setting an intention and linking that intention to something else. You could say, after I get off work, I am going to go to the gym for 1 hour. Then you're linking work with going to the gym. That's your system. It's as easy as that. You should also associate yourself with people who are doing the things that you want to do. Get close to them. Proximity is everything. The closer you are to someone, the more likely you are to do what they do. And the fourth law is to make it satisfying. We are more likely to want to do something if it is satisfying. Your brain gravitates to pleasure, so naturally you will remember a satisfying habit and you will want to do it again and again. The cardinal rule of behavior change states that what is immediately rewarded is repeated, and what is immediately punished is avoided. Reward yourself. Reward yourself whenever you practice your new habit. You can also use a habit tracking method. Get a calendar and cross off all the days that you did your routine. It will motivate you and it will make you feel good to see all those X's. Never miss twice. It's okay to miss one day, but get back to it immediately. Missing multiple times negates your effort and you lose the creation of your new habit formation. A behavior is also satisfying when you link it to something else. Something else that you already do that brings you satisfaction. As I mentioned in the second law, James Clear told the story of this electrical engineering student who liked watching television, but he knew that exercising would be a better use of his time. So he figured out how to connect his stationary bike to his laptop and his television, and he programmed it so Netflix would only play if he was cycling. But that's not all. He made it so he had to be cycling above a certain speed or the Netflix would pause until he picked up speed again. That's amazing! Talk about making your habits attractive. I wish I could get my hands on something like that, because I had to hide my TV remote from myself and unplug the TV. That was so clever. He needed to exercise, but he wanted to watch TV. So by linking what he wanted to do with what he needed to do, it became more attractive because of the instant reward. It would be so easy to start a new habit. If you could combine something that you already like to do with this new habit, you will be motivated from getting that reward in doing the thing that you like to do. Let's say you're someone who spends a lot of time on social media. In fact, the only book you read is Facebook. You could say something like, after I check social media, I will read one chapter of this book. Any book, you choose. Imagine how many books you could read within a year. You were gonna check social media anyway, but linking a good habit, it lets you not only do something that you want to do, but also something that you need to do. This is habit stacking. In fact, the 4 laws are in play here. You are making it obvious by linking it to the old habit, and so it's easy, and you're making it more attractive, and you are definitely making it satisfying. These laws can be used whether you are trying to form a good habit or break a bad one. To break bad habits, apply the inversion of the 4 laws that is used to create a good habit. For a good habit, we make the cue obvious. But for bad habits we're trying to break, we want to make the cue invisible. So hide the junk food from yourself or whatever else it is. For the second law, we want to make it unattractive. List the disadvantages of eating that thing or doing that thing, or highlight the benefits of not doing it. And for the third law, make it difficult. Increase the level of difficulty. Put it out of reach where you can't see it. Make it so it's hard to do. And for the fourth law, you make it unsatisfying. When you make it unsatisfying, you make it painful to yourself. Commit to having to pay somebody every time you do that thing that you don't want to do. Trust me, that will break a bad habit fast. You can also get an accountability partner and ask someone to watch your behavior. So there you have it, a brief review of the 4 laws of atomic habits. Thanks for watching till the end. I hope you learned something that you can apply to your life. If so, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment to let me know, subscribe and share. Until next time, take care.